Welcome back to Weird Stuff in a Can. Today on Weird Stuff in a Can, Laverbread. Today, at least when you're watching this video, today is National Laverbread Day. I bought this a month or so ago from the Pembrokeshire Beach Food Company, and I thought I'd save it until what they were calling Laverbread Day. Turns out that they just invented that. I thought this might have been a bit more of a tradition, but it turns out that they've just kind of invented it. April the 14th is National Laverbread Day. That's fine. If I'd known that these guys had just kind of made that up themselves, I might have opened this on St. David's Day, but that has passed now. So instead, we're going to open it today. So laverbread is a kind of savoury paste made from seaweed that grows on the rocky coasts of Wales. It's cooked down to make a kind of greenish black paste, traditionally served with Welsh breakfast. I'm going to just taste it out of the can today, and then we are going to try and make something kind of resembling a Welsh breakfast to give it a proper go. Anyway, the can, beautifully packaged. Let's have a look inside. Rather kind of ordinary looking can. Oh, I'm a bit, big dents in the can. That's interesting. Okay, yeah, the can's not in the greatest of conditions actually, but it seems to be sealed. There's no bulges. Bulges are the thing you've really got to watch out for. Dents, not so much. Well, anyway, let's get this open and have a look. Now, while I'm doing this, it's probably worth mentioning that I think the pronunciation of laverbread, some people pronounce it laverbread, and it's coming out under pressure. That's because of the dent. All right, well, there it is. I've got to say, that's actually quite an unappealing kind of appearance. It's greenish paste. I don't know what that is. Some little foreign body in there, perhaps a little bit of a shell or something. Never mind. So it's this greenish black paste oozing down the side of the can there. Let's just get that off. And let's have a sniff. It just smells kind of sweetish. Sweetish, and yeah, there's nothing very seaweedy about that smell. Now I'm going to have a little taste of this straight out the can. This is not the way you're meant to actually eat it, but there we go. Let's just have a close look at that. Hope you're getting that. Slightly salty, sweet, quite sort of minerally, ever so slightly fruity. Really nothing very offensive about that at all. That's interesting. I'm going to just try a bit more of that. Texture is kind of softly gelatinous. A lot of people compare this to olives or caviar or pickles. I don't really think it's like any of those things. What it reminds me of most is the jelly ear fungus that you get on elder trees. That's the kind of flavour, kind of sweetish, earthy, mineral. Not bad at all, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. I did expect that this was going to be a bit more of something that you had to get an acquired taste for, like olives perhaps, to which it's often compared. This is a lot more subtle in its flavour than olives, I would say. Quite mild in flavour. Anyway, let's get this to the kitchen now. This part's recorded afterwards. I just realised I didn't read out the ingredients, but then there are no ingredients declared on here, unless it's there. So I think it only has one ingredient, which is lava seaweed, probably washed and then cooked in its own moisture. Also worth mentioning probably at this point is you've seen inside the can, and it didn't look like bread at all, did it? I think the term bread here is possibly a really archaic usage of the word, which means just kind of food in general. Linguists, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I would love to be serving this with Welsh bacon, but I couldn't get Welsh bacon anywhere. So I've got some thick cut smoked back bacon. So we've got bacon sizzling away over there, and you might also be able to hear something that sounds like a jet engine here and there. That's the washing machine on spin. I understand that The traditional way to serve this is by mixing it with oats and then making it into sort of little cakes and frying it. I think it's often also served with cockles, shellfish. I don't have any of those today, so it's going to be bacon and eggs. Now, of course, we are preparing the canned product here. The fresh thing may be quite different, and if you've tried both, do let me know in the comments what you think of the differences. Okay, I think that might be enough oats. I'm going to let that sit because some of the moisture will come out of the seaweed and hydrate those oats a little bit before we try frying that. Okay, that bacon is starting to look alright. Back bacon like this is never cooked completely crisp. Well, not by me anyway. I'm just going to move that aside over there, and we will fry the laverbread in the bacon fat. Well, I think that might be as crispy as they're going to go and as fully cooked as they're going to get. At this point there's more of it sticking to the pan and I'm just going to lose it all. So that's going to come out now. Onto the plate. We're just going to cook a couple of fried eggs. Alright, let's get that back to the studio and give it all a taste. Alright, so cooked in bacon fat with oats. Well, obviously it's a lot firmer because the oats have soaked up some of the moisture. Let's give that a little taste. That's actually really nice. That's really brought out the kind of fruity flavour of it. That's really good. The flavour is subtle, but a lot of tiny complexities in there. And then together with the other elements of the breakfast. That's good. And I can only imagine the freshly prepared stuff is going to be better still than this. That's really good. Why did I wait so long to try that? Now, I would like to try it with cockles, but I think what I will do is sometime, well, Wales isn't that far away. I will make a trip to Wales and we'll try the authentic version and hopefully see what that's like. This version was actually canned outside of Wales, which is a bit of a disappointment. This was canned by the East London Canning Company or something, but canned for the Pembrokeshire Beach Food Company. So I suppose some measure of authenticity there. So a little goodness from the sea. And yeah, as I understand it, this is quite rich in iron and iodine. So notionally, very good for you, as well as it really is delicious. The flavour's got a lot of little subtle surprises that keep on sort of popping out. Now, even though that's just the canned version, I am thoroughly impressed with that. I can't wait to try the freshly prepared version. That's been Weird Stuff in a Can on Atomic Shrimp. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.